Okay, this is part 2 of the truck continuous. Since it's daylight out, my engine is in, the bolts are in, the engine mounts, you can't see that one, the fuel pump's in the way. You can't really see that one too well either, everything's in the way, but transmission and the engine mount bolts are in. My Hydro Boost is hooked up, it's solid on there. And I had to go with the larger, sized, what would you call it, storage thing. I'll think of it someday. I'll think of it midnight tonight. I'll wake straight up in bed and think about it. That filter fits nicely in there, and I use the original line that does the bend. It misses. That was over there on the old truck, and then just used a little splicer link and 2 hose clamps, ran it right over. And then that goes down into this line right here, and this line actually is just what was left over of this up here, and I cut it and I put it on the end of what originally went on the throttle body for the gas engine, and slipped right over, and I put a hose clamp on it, and then that goes down to the fuel filter on the side of the frame. Then here's the other side. I actually cut that whole end off, slid that on, and used one of those old clamps, and then that just runs over into the original return. This hose right here, return. I did get a harmonic balancer, so I'll put that on. Those are air conditioning lines. Not going to worry about that. This is just a work truck. My oil cooler, that's another thing. I got my lines run. The one I ran underneath, and I like how it looks. It looks really nice, in my opinion, and how that goes up in there. But, everything is really super close down there at the manifold, and I'm not liking it. Yeah, I'm not liking that. It's too close. It'll get hot and it'll melt. So I might just end up taking both of those off and running them, instead of running them up, I might just run them down and underneath the engine completely, down by that down there, that light. That's the front differential, and it doesn't move, so I'm not worried about it vibrating a hole or anything. Besides, it's got that corrugated tubing on it, makes it nice. I think I'll run both those lines down there below, reroute them, keep it away from the heat a little more. I think that'll be nice. My exhaust manifold isn't on tight yet. My 15mm, get those bolts on. I wasn't going to work on it much tonight, but other than that, yeah, that's about all I have to say. I did get the flex plate, or not the flex plate, the inspection cover plate. There we go. I did get that on. Hey, I've been looking for that. I'm wondering where that's at. I did get that inspection cover plate on underneath. I don't know if I can get this shot. It's toughy. Yeah, it's on. You can just trust me for it. That's the NOx sensor right there. Well, the plug for it. Of course, the diesel knocks all the time. That's a joke, because it's a diesel. They have chatter. They don't have knock. Well, technically they knock. I don't know. I'll have to think about that one. There's my... I mean, it looks like a mess, really, but I mean, it's close. It's close. It's really close. I just got to get that oil stuff done, hooked up. I used a Jegs kit right there, the oil adapter. I'm going to bring it down and mount it on back here I don't know. There's the piece that runs up for your fuel lines from the gas model. It sort of guides the lines up behind the engine. You can see it down in there, the tip of it at the end of the dipstick right there, that square piece between the steering shaft right there. And I was going to put my oil filter through that hole, then drill another one down there, and that mounts it right between the torsion bar and the four-wheel drive. 4x4. Oh, it doesn't say it. I'll have to get 4x4 caps or stickers. And then, which is a pain. I hate four-wheel drive, for those of you that don't know that. But this truck was supposed to be a utility truck. Ooh, rusty. I've seen worse. That side's not bad. That side must get more salt. Who knows? Yeah. Tune to part 3.